Welcome to Class 10, Kumar Bharti English Textbook. Today we are going to study Unit 2, Chapter 3, Connecting the Dots, written by Steve Jobs. This chapter is based on a speech where Steve Jobs shares 3 life-changing stories from his own life. Now let's read the paragraph. Steve Jobs, 1955 to 2011, was an American entrepreneur, business magnate, inventor, and industrial designer. He was the chairman, chief executive officer, and co-founder of Apple Incorporated. He is widely recognized as one of the pioneers of the microcomputer revolution of the 1970s and 1980s. Summary. This paragraph gives a brief introduction of Steve Jobs. He was a famous American businessman, inventor, and the co-founder of Apple. He played a key role in the early days of the computer revolution. Now let's read the paragraph. Today I want to tell you 3 stories from my life. That's it. Just 3 stories. The first story is about connecting the dots. I dropped out of Reed College after the first 6 months, but then stayed around as a drop-in for another 18 months before I really quit. Looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made. I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me and begin dropping in on the ones that looked interesting. Summary. Steve Jobs begins by saying he will share 3 stories from his life. The first story is about connecting the dots. He left college after 6 months but stayed around for another 18 months. Leaving college allowed him to attend classes that truly interested him. Now let's read the paragraph. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms. I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposits to buy food with, and I would walk 7 miles across town every Sunday night to get one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple. I loved it. And much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on. Here's one example. Reed College offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction in the country. Because I had to take a calligraphy class, I learned about serif and sans serif typefaces, about what makes great typography great. Summary. He describes his tough life after dropping out, sleeping on floors, collecting Coke bottles for money, and walking long distances for food. But he enjoyed it. His curiosity led him to a calligraphy class where he learned important lessons about design and typography. Now let's read the paragraph. 10 years later, when we were designing the first Macintosh computer, it all came back to me. And we designed it all into the Mac. If I had never dropped in on that course in college, the Mac would have never had multiple typefaces or, for that matter, even proportionally spaced phones. Summary. Years later, when creating the first Macintosh computer, the things he learned in the calligraphy class helped him design beautiful phones. If he had never taken that class, the Mac wouldn't have such advanced font features. Now let's read the paragraph. And since Windows just copied Mac, it's likely no personal computer would have them. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college. but it was very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Summary: Jobs says Windows copied Mac's features, so without his calligraphy class, no computers might have those phones. At the time, he couldn't see how it would help, but later it all made sense. Now let's read the paragraph. You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in some things, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. This approach has never let me down, and it has made all the difference in my life. Summary: He explains that you can't always see how things will work out in the future. You have to trust that things will connect later. Believing in your path, your gut or destiny, can make a big difference. Now let's read the paragraph. My second story is about love and loss. I found what I love to do early in life. WOZ, Steve Wozniak, and I started Apple when I was 20. In 10 years, Apple had grown from just the two of us in a garage into a $2 billion company. And then I got fired. It was devastating. Summary: His second story is about love and loss. He and Steve Wozniak started Apple when he was 20. It became a huge company. But later, he was fired, which deeply hurt him. Now let's read the paragraph. But something slowly began to dawn on me. I still loved what I did. And so I decided to start over. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. It freed me to enter one of the most creative periods of my life. Summary: Even after being fired, he realized he still loved his work. Starting again as a beginner made him feel free and led to a very creative period in his life. Now let's read the paragraph. During the next 5 years, I started a company next, another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who would become my wife. Pixar is now the world's most successful animation studio. Apple bought Next. I returned to Apple, and the technology we developed at Next is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance. And Laureen and I have a wonderful family together. Summary: He started two companies, Next and Pixar. He also met his future wife. Pixar became a top animation studio. Apple later bought Next, and he returned to Apple. His work and personal life both grew stronger. Now let's read the paragraph. Sometimes life hits you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Summary: He says life can be tough, but don't give up. To do great work, love what you do. If you haven't found your passion yet, keep searching. Now let's read the paragraph. My third story is about death. About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. My doctor advised me to go home and get my affairs in order, which is doctor's code for prepare to die. I lived with that diagnosis all day. Later that evening I had a biopsy. It turned out to be a very rare form of pancreatic cancer that is curable with surgery. I had the surgery and I'm fine now. Summary. His third story is about facing death. A year ago, he was told he had cancer and might die. But later, a biopsy showed it was a rare, curable form. He had surgery and survived. Now let's read the paragraph. This was the closest I've been to facing death, and I hope it's the closest I get for a few more decades. Having lived through it, I can now say this to you: your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Summary. He says this was the closest he ever came to death. He advises everyone not to waste time living a life based on others' expectations. Now let's read the paragraph. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Summary. He warns against blindly following others' beliefs or opinions. Always listen to your own inner voice, heart, and intuition. They already know your true path. Now let's read the paragraph. When I was young, there was an amazing publication called the Whole Earth Catalog. In the final issue, on the back cover they put a photograph of an early morning country road. Beneath it were the words, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." It was their farewell message as they signed off. I have always wished that for myself. And now, as you graduate to begin anew, I wish that for you. Stay hungry, stay foolish. Summary. He shares an inspiring message from a book he loved, Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish. It means always stay curious and never stop learning. He ends by wishing this message for the students too. Full chapter summary. In this inspiring speech, Steve Jobs shares 3 personal stories. In the first story, he talks about how dropping out of college helped him discover his interests, like calligraphy, which later influenced the design of the Macintosh computer. The second story is about being fired from Apple, the company he co-founded. Though painful, it led him to a creative phase where he built new companies and returned stronger. The third story is about facing death and realizing the importance of living life fully and following one's heart. Jobs encourages students to trust their instincts, love what they do, and never settle. He ends with the message, "Stay hungry, stay foolish."